So my audio crapped out, so I'm gonna try to tape this again. Alright, so I made some parsnips. The parsnips sell for 35. I've stored these in the box because I need them for a bundle. They don't sell for very much, so but I need the money right now. They only sell for 35. Not really happy with parsnips, but they'd only take 4 days, so there's that. I got cookies in the mail. Those sell for $140, but we'll see that later. Some random shill. But you should always check your mail. Things come in the mail that are worth money. So I said three doubling potatoes there, which is a good thing about potatoes. I got a bunch of potatoes. See down there is a seed. You can hit it with a pick. You can hit it with a hoe. You can hit it with an axe. You can hit it. Yeah, I think those are the things. You get the seed. You can get this seed. This is the maple seed. There's also pine seeds, which I don't see on the ground right now, but you can get them by either shaking the tree or by cutting down the tree. So I'm cutting down the tree to hope to get some seeds, to show you some pine seeds. And you get more seeds generally cutting down trees than by shaking or knocking them out of the ground, but the tree's gone, so it's a one-off. If you ever raise your foraging skill though, that day, the rest of the day, you will get no more seeds, which means keep an eye on that. That's a pine seed on the ground. And there's another pine seed down below. I'm not sure I go and get it. It doesn't really matter. So I take these seeds. You can do a couple things with the seeds. One, you can plant a seed, and then you will get a tree in about 2 weeks to 2 months. Sometime it's random. It just rolls whether or not the tree grows to the next stage every so often. So you can generally go around a month, but it can be as short as 2 weeks and as long as 2 months. Anyway, I made a field snack. Field snacks are good early energy. I'm saving a potato because I need one for a bundle. You also need it for a couple cooking recipes, but I don't care. So I turned the rest of my seeds into field snacks because that'll give me energy. Field snacks do not sell for very much. I have sap there. I've got 120 sap. That's enough for 60 basic fertilizer, which if you want to increase the value of your crops, it unlocks pretty early in farming and allows their crops to go up. All right, so I'm going to ship the cookies and the potatoes because I don't want them. I got enough energy in my field snacks and I need the money. I didn't put my axe in the box because I bought the pack upgrade and it's not as tight in inventory, and maybe I want to cut something, but you probably should put your axe in the box because you might not. All right, so on the board today, I don't check the trash. I already checked it and then loaded the save. But yeah, so Mr. Lewis, it's his birthday, by the way. I should have paid attention to that, but I didn't have anything for him anyway. Basically, I was checking that it's the 13th for the festival. See the flag? So you want a thing that will grow and be ready on the 12th. For it to be ready on the 12th, so you can ship it and get the money for it, it would have to have a growth cycle of 7 plus 5. So a 4-day thing you can plant tomorrow and it'll be ready in time. But if you plant a 6-day thing, it would be ready on the day of. So if I planted potatoes today, they will be ready too late to be helpful for this, and I shouldn't do that because it'd be out of the money. All right? And I'm commenting now that I've got the 420 quest, or 480, I don't even remember, plus the 3 daffodils here, and that's I think $600. So right in the day at 9 a.m. I've made $900 or $600. I made $600. I found a leek. Those are worth. I pull up the thing again. I think a leek is worth 60. If there's a star in it, it goes up. But that leek there is worth 60. So here's my setup here. I've got a smelter, and I've got a box. I can put the things I don't want to take into the mine into the box, which those things I've already decided I'm definitely going to sell. I'm using a wooden club right now. Wooden clubs are good because, well, anything's better than your piece of crap starting weapon. But with a wooden club, you can do an area attack, and you can follow through it, and so you can double hit. You can use your power move. So I got a cherry bomb killing that thing. Cherry bombs sell for 50. which for a single kill thing is pretty good money. Because, you know, so you should always try to kill these things. They drop earth crystals will sell for 50, and they drop cherry bombs to sell for 50. You should also try to kill the crowds, but they don't drop it anywhere near as frequently. There's a lot of copper over here, which is good. Copper is good. If you had, I'm not entirely sure when it unlocks, but there's a trap bobber that you could make. I think it locks too late. I was looking for it. Yeah, you can make the trap bobber. That sells for 200. I wouldn't generally recommend doing it because, you know, your copper's kind of more important than that, but you can do it and it'll be quick, 200 bucks. Because later on I break my geodes and I get a ton of coal. All right, so this cart here, every time you come to this floor, the first time it's full with 6 coal. You shake it, you get the 6 coal. Make sure you do it because the coal is useful, but if you don't, if you come again later, you won't find any coal. And that's an amethyst. You can check the values of the minerals. You're doing minerals and check the value, it sells for 100. There's no quality on amethysts. They're all going to sell for that value. The guys with the stars on them you want to kill. Sometimes they lose their stars, but the stars means it's going to drop an item. And they gave me a small glow ring. I think those sell for 100, but I want the glow ring because they didn't have a ring. Eventually I might sell it for 100, like if I really need the money. That one I got a chewing stick, a cherry bomb, and a geode. It's really hard to assign the value to the geodes. I definitely got a good amount of value from my geodes. I broke them down and I donated them and got 9 cauliflower seeds, which may not have been the best offer, but it was good money. And I got $250 for donating artifacts. So the first geode really can get you $250. So I'm looking for the stairs. Normally I think the stairs are on the middle of these floors, but it wasn't. And you really can't tell. But I did notice that guy was overlapping the other guy, which meant he was a crab. And crabs drop, sometimes they drop seafood crab, which is, you know, gonna be worth 100 if I'd show you if I ever got one. I'm just catching on my geodes I have so far. I got 4. You always want to kill the bugs too, because sometimes they drop ancient seeds. If you get ancient seeds early on, they will get you money come summer. It'll be good money. Because each plant is $5.50 and you get a harvest once a week starting summer. Problem is you have to water it all year, and it goes through fall, and you can get a bunch of harvests. And if you break the harvest down with a seed maker, you get a lot of seeds, and next year you get even more money if you just want to defer your income that far, which we can do. So I got 6 slimes till I check, which means after I kill these 2 slimes I'm pulling out. I'm going down to 15 to unlock the next floor, and then I'm going to pull out and go turn in my quest. Just making sure there's no amethyst or anything down there. When a guy goes to ground like that and won't come out, you hit it with the pick, it comes up. You hit it with a bomb, it'll come up. And I was checking for a annoying thing there. So this was a good example of how you get some money in the mines. Because I made a pile for the quest. Yeah, and if you smash those things, you get wild seeds, and the wild seeds can help you out. I also got an artifact, and that's good enough for me. It's 310 right now. I think I decided to go all the way down to 20. On floor 20, you pick up another sword. I'm going to skip through this a little bit. Alright, so we got this to speed up after restarting the thing. So I decided to go down to floor 20 apparently. I've noted that the earth crystals also sell for 50, and you can get earth crystals and bombs from those guys. You want to bast the barrels if you can, because well, I got some cave carrots that time. We'll go see if we can go see what they sold, Phil. This is floor 19. Floor 19 is a bitch because it's a very long way to the center, so you want to kill everything you can and hope that you get something. So I went down there, I got a sword. I decided I preferred my club. You might want the sword, especially if you haven't found the club. They're kind of comparable. I went here, I sold a thing. They both sell for 100. They're pretty even. You could buy the 750 sword at this point, but you don't want to, because don't buy anything unless you really, really have to, because there's always something better until there isn't. I found Lewis. I thought he was going to be in the saloon or his house. He was apparently traveling from the saloon to his house. I turned to my quest. I shipped my stuff. I stored my stuff. I got the 2 seeds. I planted the 2 seeds. And then I decided to spend the rest of the day, because I've got 8, 9 o'clock, to chop down as many trees as I can. Now checking periodically to make sure I haven't leveled up my foraging, so I don't waste too many seeds. Foraging is a thing to take a bitch. Not much else to say to this except it goes on for a while. I'll go see what everything's shipped for. So mining and the other thing leveled up. I sold. So potatoes were 1,400. And I got another 340 for the cherry bombs and the cookies. So basically 200 there and another 350 here. Plus the money I got for the quest. For a total of 22.5, but a lot of that is more than half of that is farming. Still a pretty good haul for a day. And we can move on to the next section. But it was definitely more than 1,000 for farming, for mining, I think. Well, I guess 1,400 was so a little less than 1,000. Well, plus the 420 that wasn't counted there. So yeah, it was more than 1,000 for mining in a day. And the next day, I believe, I did mostly foraging. Alright, so it's the next day, and it's actually running the videos this time. So we'll do this again. We're doing this at high speed. This is the foraging day. We're going to start by breaking our geodes from the previous day. You can roll that into the value of the other day, but for the first time, I'm mainly taking the geodes and donating them to the museum. But first, for the foraging day, as we cut the trees yesterday, we used those trees to repair the bridge. We're going to get our geodes, and we're going to break our geodes. And then we're going to donate them. When you donate the geodes, you get a bunch of seeds for cauliflower. You could straight up sell the cauliflower seeds, but I didn't, because I wanted to grow cauliflower. I mean, it won't be ready in time for the festival, but we could have sold it and we would have had the money for the festival. So we're going to process the geodes. I got 20 coal the first time. I was kind of amazed by that. I guess you got 1 coal later on, and so it's much better to get 20 coal. But yeah, so as you said, the sell for, which is great, but that's not what we're doing here. We're donating them. It's a cutscene. I skipped it because I don't care. You donate. I donated everything, and I got a new reward. So first off, I got the reward, and I got the quest filled in. If you want to get to the bottom, then the window gets in the way, but you can drag down from up top. Or you can put them somewhere else. So foraging includes cutting down trees. I'm just getting my skill up, because if I get my skill up, if I get up to 4, I get more berries during the berry season, which is useful for the second part of the year. Because if you plant a lot of crops and you want to get them watered, you need the stamina, and the berries help with that. Getting 2 berries is twice as many as getting 1 berry. 3 berries you get is not as great because it takes a lot bigger investment, and it's only 50% more than what you would be getting. So it's really important to get the first one. The second one, not as much. I believe this is the first time I've seen spring onions. So spring onions, you get those for stamina. They also sell for 8. And are part of the goods that need to be shipped for the Ship Everything Achieve. I have 13 field snacks right now, so I figure I have enough field snacks, so I'm going to start planting the trees again. If that changes, I will change my mind. So I'm looking for dandelion now, which is the main reason why I'm doing foraging today. It's not a great amount of money, but it's enough. So I run around everywhere. I see no dandelions. No dandelions here, no dandelions there, which can be annoying. But I do find things. I found leeks, which are worth over 100 together. No dandelions, no dandelions. And there's a dandelion there hiding in the corner. So she got a dandelion. She generally stays at the bar until late. She doesn't like it and you make lots of money, because apparently we shouldn't get paid because that's not nice, but whatever. I was going over the bundles, but it doesn't matter. So that was my foraging day. I'm probably going to end up cutting down some more trees. No, I can't. I'm going to clean my farm though. I end up cleaning my farm some, because the cleaner your farm is, the more stuff is not in your way. Yay. Anyway, that's that. Farming, foraging, mainly. I got 12.25 plus the 250. Didn't get that much money foraging. Decent amount though, considering it's just picking up stuff off the ground. He's advertising the pack. I'm like, but I already have the pack, so whatever. But this is going to be a fishing day. There's no quest on the board, so we're going to check our trash cans, because we always check the trash cans. Nothing great. You get better fish on a high luck day, people say. I notice it more on a rainy day. But that's possibly because you have more stamina to go fish. I think I decided at this point to give Pam a parsnip and put the other one in the community center, mainly to give myself room in my pack. And since I need more parsnips for the quality bundle, I decided to go ahead and put the parsnips in. These aren't for the event. These are just to have, because I'm going to give most of them to Pam. And so I make some fertilizer, and I forget, you got to put the fertilizer down first. If you don't put it down, you can't put it on top. So now we're going to go fish. It's going to be a while, which is why this is on high speed. I end up pulling in about 2,000 doing this fishing. It's a little more than typical, I think, but It's not that atypical for this fishing spot. Sometimes you can certainly get more if you get a good chest that pays you with, you know, a good chest with minerals or something. It's a whole 20 or so fish here, and it's just repetitive fish, 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 fish. If you get a perfect, you get a XP bonus to make it, like, I think double. If you get a chest, you get an XP bonus. The perfect is worth more than the chest, but you want the chest if one shows up. If you get both the perfect, the fish and the perfect, I don't know what happens. It's not in the wiki. Wouldn't be surprised if there was it gave you the greater of, but it could also give you both bonuses. It's nearly impossible to do though. You want to save your fishing trash because fishing trash can be recycled into useful things for making quality sprinklers mainly, and as a good source of coal. I stay here till 12:10, and I get back to my bed at a little at 1:10, so it takes about an hour to get home from here. You should keep that in mind when you are fishing. But I left when I left because there might be a stamina penalty. I didn't notice one, and my stamina was pretty much done anyway. When you are pulling in a fish, the clock is timed, so if you spend a day fishing, it'll take a lot more time than if you spend a day mining, because when mining, the clock is not paused. So a fishing day can last you half an hour, and a mining day can last you 15 minutes. I mean, or if they're biting constantly, it can last you even longer than that. And this is almost done. We've got a few minutes left. I'm on high speed, so it shouldn't take that long. As I said, the fishing will be about 2,000, a little less than 2,000, and there'll be some more stuff in the group up to 2,100 for the day. And that's close enough for my goal to say I made 10,000, because, you know, 95 strawberry seeds is good enough, and I've got 3 days to make the other 500. So I hope this was useful in showing you how to make enough money to buy 100 strawberry seeds before strawberry season. I'm going to try to mux it together and make it into a good video. Alright, bye. Well, let's see how much they ship for. This is the 1 hour march. It's theoretically slightly quicker to go above the top, but if you haven't gone the other way, it's good to check rewards the other way. You have time. It's always good to have time so you're not too rushed at the end in case your cat gets in your way. And this is my breakdown of what I got, which is good money, but not quite enough for the seeds, but that's as far as I'm going to go. All right.